Hi everybody, Jo here again. Thanks for popping in and spending your coffee break with me. Or is it a tea break? Are you a tea person? To be fair, you might just have a glass of juice or water. Anyway, I just sip my coffee. So today, in our little catch up, our little bit of time together, I've been asked if I can do something with a bit of a coronation theme. Obviously, we've got the coronation at the weekend and coronation fevers hitting everybody this weekend. So I thought I would. Now, if you're not into anything coronation, well, I thought this design is something that you can adapt. And it's like with everything, we look for inspiration. So it's something that you can just adapt. And I'm sure you can come up with, you're such a clever lot on here, such a lovely crafty family. You can come up with lots of alternatives. So I've got a piece of card here, multifarious card, and it's 5.5 inches because this is going on a 6-inch square card. So, sorry, just another sip of coffee. Well, it is coffee break after all. I have to say I've been at a few shows recently demonstrating, and it's so lovely to meet so many crafters and to know that you enjoy these little catch-ups and that you actually do have your coffee and your cheeky biscuit. So thank you for that. Now we're going to make a bit of a wreath design. So we're going to come in with our acetate circle masks. And I'm thinking we'll go along, oh look, an Eric hair. You didn't see that, did you? We're going to go along a bit of a red, white and blue theme. So I've gone for Distress Oxide prize ribbon. And I'm just going to make a bit of a sort of an aura. So I'm going to take my stencil brush. Now, like I say, this you could use green, you could use orange, any colour. I'm just going on a bit of a red, white and blue theme. So I'm just coming on the mask first and I'm just adding a little bit of colour around. Eric, my black lab, for those of you who don't know, is sat under my craft desk. It's where he sleeps. I've just had him out for a walk. So if you hear snoring, it isn't me, it isn't my tummy rumbling, it's Eric. Right, now I just want that hint of the blue just to give me a sort of an idea. If I move that away, now I'm just going to get rid of that harsh edge and just bring a little bit blue into the whiteness. Two things. This gives me a lovely, takes the whiteness off. It gives me that lovely, as I say, almost a hint of colour, a suggestion of colour, but also it gives me an idea. It helps me with my stamping. So if you're not sure how to create your lovely wreath shape, and we'll just clean this up as we go, this is a great way to do it. So Mr. Inky Binky, again, let's keep things clean and put that away. Just because we're having our coffee, it doesn't mean we don't keep things clean and tidy. Now, when I was thinking about stamps to do this, and I'm thinking this would make a lovely invitation or a card or even just a keepsake, maybe a journal page, a scrapbook page. So I've gone for my oak leaf flourish. I'm thinking oak leaves, typically English, the oak tree, a sign of sort of statesmanship. And so that's the idea, and sort of heritage is what I'm thinking. That's the word I was looking for. And the colours I'm going to use, my Versafine Clair, I've gone for Twilight and Glamorous. So we'll see what we come up with. And I'm thinking first I'll stamp this in the red. Now, as I say, and I'm just going to use this shape as a guide, look, and we're going to work our way round. Now this, easily, like I say, please don't turn off and think, oh, I wouldn't be making anything, a coronation make. This, if you use oranges, greens, will make a gorgeous autumn. So I know some of you are coming into autumn now, into fall. So this would make a beautiful card for autumn, for harvest. But also you could use spring colours, some yellows. So, as I say, designs are just there as inspiration, and it's nice to put your own little twist on it anyway. Never be put off something because you don't do that type of card. I mean, I think this would make a lovely wedding card. Maybe use a different choice of stamps, different colour. You could match the stamping to the colour of the bridesmaids, or maybe the flowers that the bride's carrying. And obviously there's Christmas. I've got to be honest, a Christmas wreath, can't go wrong with that, can you? So I'm just inking up and just moving the card round as we go round. And if we're lucky, look, we'll get one just in there. And then this one is just misstamped there a little. So we'll go in with a little bit of second generation. And I think that is such a lovely shape. Ooh. So we'll just give our stamp a wipe. And with that being a silhouette, it's very useful. Now, the other stamp I'm going to use, we have an oak leaf stamp. And on this stamp, we have a large stamp, which is beautiful. And this actually makes a gorgeous wreath. But there's a little one as well. And I'm thinking this one I can add to it and come in with my blue. So sorry, just sip my... You see, this really is my coffee break. This isn't just a prop, it really is my coffee break. So I'm thinking of adding this lovely stamp. And I'm going to stamp in the middle first. And I'm just going to come in and add some lovely stamping in the middle. And again, I'm going round, keeping it the same way and moving my card as I go. And I'm hoping you can see this. I may just wander off a bit. I'm sorry if I do. I get a bit carried away, as you know. And I find for me, it's easy to do the inside first. It might be you can do the inside and the outside together. I like to just do the inside and then I'll move on to the outside. So now I'll come round. And this, I don't particularly want it to be... I don't want to sort of do them at exactly the same place. I want it to look quite natural. So to start off with, so let me move my coffee and move this a little bit because I think I keep wandering off. So I'm just randomly going round, just popping them where I think. And then when I've gone all the way around, I'll have a look and see if I need to add any just almost to keep that shape. So there, I think for me, but I'm just going to catch the edge and just stamp the mere suggestion in a couple of places of an extra, again, just there, look. But I like that, I'm happy with that. And I'm saying that again. So the lady who messaged me saying her and her sister like to say, I'm happy with that. There we go, I've said it again, I'm happy with that. So I'm just going to give that a wipe. And what I'm thinking is, we've got our, let me put that back, because these little stamps, oh, they're easy to lose. I don't know about you, but they get all sorts of places. We've got our fabulous crown. So let me just decide which way. Yeah, I think that way. And I'm going to keep with the blue. I'm not having black anywhere on this design. So I'm going to stamp the crown, and my head might get in the way here. There we go. And I'm just going to add a little bit of gel pen onto that. Now I have already stamped one and cut it out. I'm just going to add, with this gold gel pen, just a couple of little, nothing too much, just a couple of little random little dots around the middle here. Just to add, we're talking coronation, so we need a bit of sparkle, don't we? A bit of pomp and circumstance. And then what I have done is I've stamped the crown and coloured it in with my gel pens, and I'm thinking I'm just going to glue that on there. So I hope you're keeping well. I hope you're having a good week. Oh, it's good. Oh, that's like the toast. Look, luckily it landed that way up. I'm using my bippity boppity glue because that dries clear. Now, you could leave it like this But what I have done, we have a fabulous set of numbers, and I've stamped my numbers out. And what I'm thinking is, because obviously it's the year that's going to be important. I mean, you could pop the date on the 6th of May, but I'm thinking if I just have 2023 across there, for me, that finishes off my coronation design. And again, I want to keep it quite classic, clean, simple, but you could easily change this up, as I say, and I can't wait to see what you do. You're such fabulous crafters. So when you're gluing anything like this, a little tip, start with the middle. Now, obviously, we've got 4 numbers here, haven't we? I better check if I got it right, 2023. I'm liable to talk, and we could end up with any year, couldn't we? So if we just glue, and you do have a bit of wiggle time with this bippity boppity glue, so that's good. And again, I'm just alternating the blue and the red, just to keep those colours, my red, white and blue. And I've certainly got plenty of white space on this, haven't I? So let's have a look. Just a bit of wiggle time. Just move that one that way a little bit, so we're going over the design on both sides. And again, it dries clear, so if you have to move it a little bit, but I'm happy with that, I think. Now, you could, a little tip, if you want to make sure, oh, sorry, I've knocked the light. If you want to make sure that all level, just bring your ruler up, look, and just pop, there we go. And if I want to do it really properly, and I know you're shouting at me saying, how do I know that ruler's level? What I can do is pop this on my line on my mat here, can't I? Look. And there we go. So again, bit of wiggle time. I like a bit of wiggle time. And as I get older, I think my bottom wiggles more than it ever did. But there we go. That's a sign of getting older, isn't it? Right, so that's lovely and straight. So that's my offering for today. And how quick was that? And as I say, so many different designs you could add to this. So many different stamps you could use. And you could batch card make this. What a classy invitation that would be. So, who's going to come to my coronation party then? What do you fancy? Afternoon tea? Oh, I think that would be lovely. Some nice little sandwiches, some cakes, cheeky biscuits and maybe the odd glass of fizz. So it's a date. Who's popping round on Saturday? Thank you for joining me. I'll see you all again soon. Right, enjoy your coffee. Love and hugs from me. Bye for now.